All right, adventures! I'm cashing in my ultimate ability and taking over for the whole next 2 weeks. Double crossover for Lenny, that's how we roll. So, in honor of being in charge of shit, I'm going to skip a lot of the lead up and jump straight over to Puck.
Or where he's got
Hello.
some nefarious plans.
Don't worry. I just, look, he earned it. And I may have opened a can of worms for this because now I'm getting requests on what happens if Marty gets an ultimate. And that's a can of worms I don't want to open. Look, I had the same reaction.
Marty is an ultimate. He doesn't need one. He can already mess with time and space.
Yeah. If Marty has an ultimate ability,
this is where he lives. Look, Chad is having the correct reaction. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the Mercenaries of Mischief. Before we get too started, I have two parties, but I have a couple announcements. It's crossover weekend, so we're doing the same show 2 days, but not exactly the same show. It's going to be a little bit different, but all the same people will be here. The whole gang's all here. We've got 8 people, 1 dungeon master on his last nerve, and a tangled web of plot to hopefully unfurl for your enjoyment over the course of the next 2 days. We've also
it's not good that we haven't started yet, and he's already on his last nerve.
It's fine. Look, this is where I live. Let's just operate in that area, that thin area. Thank you to our sponsor, Hero Forge. You're going to have to check them out because they got cool stuff. They're launching new features every week. Horseshoes came in.
Day for December.
Oh, every day.
We're doing a whole advent calendar thing. Oh, I got to change that.
Before. Now I'm blown away.
I got to change that command.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
And it's like you will spit your coffee out kind of cool stuff every day. It is amazing.
Oh, there's some neat stuff in there. I can't wait to get in there, start tinkering, make some new NPCs. And you know what? The holidays is coming. They're just around the corner. Maybe you want to get somebody a gift card so that they can get their favorite character or their favorite NPC made up into a thing.
They can make it themselves because that's the most fun part. You're probably a little late to order them and get them delivered by the holidays, but you're perfect time to buy gift cards.
Absolutely. Gift cards are delivered instantaneously for the last minute shopper on the go.
So is Marty's ultimate.
Thank you to Mudkip, because I guess Marty has an ultimate now. I'm just going to put a big M at the bottom of my page with a 1 underneath. And it might be a while before that's going to go off. Mudkip says, don't give me a red button and expect me not to push it. Well, that's my fault. So, I guess the next thing is tomorrow on Trash Bin, we're gonna play Smash Brothers, yo. We're gonna
tomorrow, you're not.
Come on and oh no, not tomorrow. That's Monday. I know what day it is.
Tuesday.
I've got all these people in front. Tuesday we're gonna do that. Tuesday we're gonna do Smash Brothers on Trash Bin. It's gonna be myself and Penn and our friend Braden are gonna get together. And everyone will get to see me be bad at another game. It's kind of a Trash Bin versus. We'll call it a Trash Bin versus. Now, after that, we've got World Weavers again on Thursday. That'll be Thursday mornings. That's our ongoing series of which we are constructing a homebrew world for your enjoyment that you can come in and be a part of. You can help us advise us on things. We'll be designing another continent. We made one last week, so it's a lot of fun. You want to come in and tune in. If you are an aspiring dungeon master yourself looking for ideas on building your own homebrew world, we're going to explore a lot of tools, a lot of ideas, and just a lot of concepts that you might find useful in your own journeys. So tune in for that stuff. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? I'm a good. All right. Hello. and welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief crossover spectacular with these alternate characters. These strange and unusual individuals that seem like bizarro versions of the characters we know so well. At least they did, perhaps, at the beginning. But now we have maybe grown to know them a bit better and see that maybe we're not so different after all. And that's the real lessons that you want to take away from this. And I'm going to now introduce these people in no particular order. I'm going to go completely random with it. And I'm going to start with our dear friend, the half-orc warlock, patronless warlock now, thanks to the intervention of Mr. Gee. Angelo's joining us today. Also joining us is everyone's favorite Hugbear Barbarian Druid, Hugbear Druid, not a barbarian anymore, just a Hugbear Druid, on a road trip with her dad and a saucy shadow dragon drow. This lovely Norbog is here with us today. Also joining us is the ever-present and ever-ferocious Gilbetta fucking not the Moon's Fury joining us today. And then, of course, we also have Guy, Justice's Demise, Guillaume, joining us as well, trying to find redemption in this other world. What an interesting journey he has had. And then, of course, we also have our good friend, the Fairy King Richard, along with Richard and Alan and a colorful cast of characters. Really, Richard just comes with a box of people. But he's joining us today as well. And then, of course, we have our Lilith, a queen of hell, joining us today as well. And last but not least, we have Good Darius. And I think it's safe to call him Good Darius now because we're hard out on putting other Darius in the bad pile. We gotta draw the line somewhere. I mean,
that guy's gonna die.
I mean, he might. We'll see how it unfolds.
In the end, last but not least, is that really? Are you sure we're not forgetting anyone? I don't know.
Oh, Echo of Lore, Benefit. Look, I think what happens when I do a weird thing.
And also, Pin's here. We don't have to really talk about it. We can just move on.
Now I feel so bad. Like, I wish I had, if this were a table game, I would have a bag of Werther originals and I would give you one as recompense for forgetting.
That's so good.
This is how I operate in real life. Hello, everyone. When last we left our characters, buckle in. The plan to go to this universe and extract the Avalon Knights from this universe and place them in the old universe while we take over this universe to make sure that the tragedies that happened in the old universe did not happen in this universe was a success. However, the success ended there because immediately afterwards the party was scattered to the winds. The Warlocks evaporated into all different directions, and the Mercenaries of Mischief were instantly separated as Lilith and Gilbetta went to Waterdeep to meet with Lilith's sisters and Gilbetta's fiancé, only to find that they were under attack by assassination attempt. Darius was separated from the party and took off with Zelos, while Gilbetta and Lilith went to track down the assassins, which turned out to be a guy named Azko. Azko died, and then Lilith and Gilbetta came back and found out that they had to go back to the Crate and Barrel, because at the Crate and Barrel was where Azko had set up his base of operations. They went to the Crate and Barrel and managed to track down a number of different things there, including evidence that they were dissecting undead creatures that had metallic pieces inside. Upon going to the Crate and Barrel, they tracked down Owen Stone, who intercepted them there and then took them off to the side to ask them a very serious question about how they want things to shake out after the world confluences. Back with Darius separated with Zelos to go track down some way to engage in some kind of power, some kind of shading dealings. Not sure what Darius was exactly up to, but it seemed that Zelos was a little bit crazy, and Darius got shot to another universe where he met an unusual man named Merle. Merle offered him some buttons. Darius didn't like buttons, so Merle said, "Hey, do you like levers?" They pull some levers. Merle gets the Manual of Phryxia. Merle gets sent back to this world, and Merle takes up the role of building new Phyrexians in this world. Norbog went on a journey to go to the Golden Fields after she found out that her mother had passed away and was looking for a new purpose in the forest of Cormanthor. On her long journey, she came across a half-dragon, who we may know from other things. It's uncertain. Maybe you make your own theories about it. After that, she made it to Golden Fields, and they took her on as the first ever bugbear druid. She met up with an unusual man named Ogbog the Manslayer, who may or may not be her father. We all know the truth. What are we lying for? But she's not accepted it yet, so that's what we're doing. So Norbog took off with Ogbog the Manslayer at the behest of Wormspit in order to go investigate unusual happenings with an infection of unusual black goo. Along the way, they encountered many unusual things, including a completely destroyed collection of goblin tribes, and also an unusual drow shadow dragon woman who was happy to come along on their crusade after seeing a glimpse of herself in an alternate world. Meanwhile, back with the Warlocks, after everybody got separated, Pen and Guy got sent to a frozen city to try and uncover what had happened to freeze that city. Pen got separated away and went on a magical mystery tour with some unusual metal individual. It turned out to all be a trap, or perhaps a hallucination. Time will only tell. Afterwards, Pen was enlisted by Merle once again and given and sent back to Candle Keep to return to his studies. There he encountered our good friend Kat. Kat set Penn straight, and then Penn made a deal that resulted in something that I'm not going to reveal yet, but I'm sure it'll be very exciting for everybody once they get to it. Penn then reunited with Guy, who, after meeting up with Angelo, took Angelo out to a place where Angelo was intending to use to separate Guy from his patrons so that Angelo's patron, Kadabra, could utilize that power from some malicious end. Guy caught on to the plan and then decided to use the power to separate Angelo from his patron. And then Angelo faded away from this world and got transported somewhere else. After that, Guy reunited with Penn at Candle Keep, and the two of them went to go look for Lilith in Waterdeep at the behest of Lilith's sister, Lyanna. Meanwhile, Richard met together in Waterdeep at Richard's bar. Once Richard met with Richard and Alan, Richard, after getting the information from Richard, decided to head off. That's too many Richard, and Alan decided to head off to the Avalon Knights Academy. Once they made it to the Avalon Knights Academy, they informed everybody about the situation as far as the interdimensional travel and the unusual goings-ons there. It was also revealed that unusual happenings were going on in the forest involving some black goo. This gave Alan pause, remembering the time back in Season 1 where they went to the interdimensional place, and Richard was cut in half. Of course, part of Richard was Alan at the time, and Alan remembers that unusual goo was part of the parts that were cut in half, and this is reminiscent of that same goo. So then Alan tells Richard to go on a journey to go find the black goo, to find out what the origins of the black goo are, and to stop it. So then Richard, and Alan, and they took Talem along. So Richard, Alan, and Talem decide to go take off to this interdimensional facility and search for this black goo. Along the way, they encounter Angelo, recently freed from their patron, with a completely new lease on life and a new history, deciding to try and help the world as best as they can. So Richard, Alan, Talem, and Angelo go take off on the trail of this black goo that they then track down to a mysterious monster that seems to have been created from the meat and metal beast that was the main enemy near the end of Season 1, and then they tracked that enemy down further until they eventually came to some kind of confluence, the place where this massive battle is supposed to take place. Along the way, they did encounter a destroyed village, a remnant of this, where they discovered an old friend, Annabelle, who has discovered new psychic powers for herself and is trying to reinvent herself as a heroine, a young hero in her own right. She helped the party find a young boy named Harvey who was trapped in a pickle jar and the only survivor of this destroyed village. Angelo then took Harvey away while Richard returned to the Confluence to meet with Owen.
Were had by
Holy shit!
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you just go over that again?
Yeah.
Sure. So way back.
And that's all the time we have tonight, everybody. Be sure to stop by tomorrow.
Way back in the 1980s, some secret government employees found some famous guys and ladies who made
God.
copy. No,
Wait, I missed this part.
Holy shit, that was incredible. I'm tired.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for the show. But we pick up today with our good friend Lilith, who was separated from Gilbetta in the basement of the Crate and Barrel by Owen Stone. I think I'm recovered. I think I'm almost there.
Are you? I'm not.
I'm not doing it again tomorrow.
I think you have to do it every week now. I think this is...
Yeah, right? And it's time for a break.
Yeah,
Can you do
break
a
time.
14-minute clip? Is that allowed?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I think you can clip anything you want.
It was actually 7 minutes. I was watching the clock and it was actually 7 minutes of you doing that, I think.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, but if you play it back at real time, it's 14 minutes. He was going 2 times speed the whole
Yeah, yeah.
time.
I'm not usually that articulate. I'm surprised I did as
You
well
know,
as I
I'm
did.
loving this recap as much as everyone else, but I'd like to continue forward. You know,
Do you want to
maybe
play
an unpopular opinion.
Lilith. That's where I am. I'm with Lilith now. Hello, Lilith. Last you remember, you were in the basement of the Crate and Barrel.
Yeah.
When Owen Stone had stepped out.
Nope.
Now, we're gonna yada yada things a little bit.
I'm for
But
the yada
Owen
yadas,
Stone
man.
has taken you aside to
Mhm.
another place, taking you away from Gilbetta, saying that he has a private discussion for you, and Gilbetta will be having the same private discussion. The thing that you notice immediately is that Owen Stone separates from himself, and there are 2 of him. And one goes to have the talk with you, and the other one stays with Gilbetta.
Oh.
So, Lilith and Richard get an ultimate. That's come down the pipes now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm marking
Thank
it
you.
down right now.
It's my first one.
Really?
That said, once he has gotten you away from your friend, he says to you, Miss Singer.
Music. Sorry.
Look, I had to rapidly load some songs because I had to move the stream deck over, so I don't have as many selections as possible, so we're going with this one.
It's very Minecraft.
Roll with it.
So, Miss Singer, I don't imagine you
Hellsinger.
have feelings about me. Sorry, Hellsinger. Lord Zelos and I have an offer for you.
This should be
All of your
amazing.
friends will give you the same offer as well, you should know. But I'm sure you're aware of the confluence of worlds, the fact that everything is colliding, correct?
All those quakes have definitely shown a sign of something happening.
Yes, indeed they are. So, my question for you is simple. Do you want to be the version of yourself that survives when all is said and done? Do you want to be the version of yourself that stays?
Most of my life, I have lived without choices. And the choices I have made in my world, I don't regret them. They're mine. I will own up to it. As for the other one, in this world, well, I guess we'll just have to fight it out. Because I want to stay. And I'm sure she will want to as well.
Well, if you would like to stay, there is a way that we can guarantee that. There we go. I fixed it.
And why do you want to guarantee that, Owen?
It is a simple calculation, Miss Hellsinger. Lord Zelos has taken a look at the current situation, and he's found a way to anchor this world. to ensure that this is the more beneficial reality that maintains. Once everything shakes out and the dust settles, of course. He has also determined that some of you and your friends are more beneficial to keep into this world than your counterparts. And as such, we are offering those people the opportunity to stay.
I don't give two flying fucks what he thinks.
Well, that is fair. But do you want to stay? And do you want that opportunity? Well then.
I'll do it without you.
Oh. Are you certain?
I'm a fighter. My choice, my decision, and I want nothing with you part of it.
There are no strings attached.
So thank you.
I want to be perfectly clear.
And apparently I wasn't.
Very well. I can't say I'm not disappointed.
And I don't care.
We will still need you in the battle to come. At the confluence, there is an enemy that threatens to take over both worlds. Their goal is to bring their world to ours, and they wish to use the energy of this confluence to do so. Zelos will be there, as will I. And I'm certain a number of your friends will arrive to fight the good fight as well. I'll give you whatever information you require to get there. From there, the choice is yours. Oh, and I should let you know. If at any point you decide to change your mind and would like assurances that once the chaos settles, you are the prime and only Lilith left in this world, simply let me know. Until it is all over, there is always a chance. Even in the heat of battle. Until then,
cross paths with me again, and I'll make you regret that you still exist.
Well, I can see that your time in Avernus has hardened you.
And I can see that you still make your time to waste others' time. How wasteful of you.
Time to give an offer. We simply want to ensure that the world that remains is most beneficial. But
you make it sound like it's such a thing that is going to happen, guaranteeing. Can you really predict the future?
No one can predict the future, Miss Helsinger. But
then don't act like you know everything.
You can take steps to ensure that the future that you want is the future that occurs.
And I've been taking them on my own.
Very well. You never did recover Asriel's sword, did you?
What of it?
The battle that will be coming will be more difficult than anything else you have ever faced. If you like, I can get you that sword.
It sounds like you need me more than I need you, and if you want me to help out, just give it to me. It seems like it'll just benefit you in the end.
As you wish. This is the location of the battle. Once you arrive, I will have the sword there for you. I will leave you to it now. Take some time to think on your decision and prepare for the fight to come. It will not be easy on any of us, but I think with our combined forces we can win.
If you really want to win, answer this question for me.
Of course.
Do you know how to consume power from stone?
What type of stone?
1 second. Sorry, there's noise going on in my place. I don't know if you hear it or not. What type of stone is none of your business.
Well, the type of stone would determine whether or not I could absorb power from it.
I'm gonna reach my hand in my pocket where my stone is and see if I can consume the power in it on my own before I move forward.
Okay. What a turn! All right. So, Hellsinger, as you pull out this stone from your bag, and it pulses with this powerful devil's energy. There are a couple ways that I will give you to go through with this. You now have 2 ultimates. If you'd like, you may expend these ultimates to consume this stone.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't even told you the other option. that was an easier sell than I thought it would be. So, if you are expending your ultimates to consume this stone, Owen Stone fades away from you immediately. And an intense hellfire engulfs you as you squeeze this stone in your hands, and you can feel its crystalline structure begin to crack and break. The heat is immense. At some point, you think that you're going to break, the flames coming off of it overpowering your own. You can feel your wings stretch and your tail and your horns grow until it shatters. And there is an explosion of hellfire. Meanwhile,
Make a new Hero Forged Lilith.
yeah, it sounds like a new Hero Forged Lilith figure's coming in the works.
Should I start working on it now?
No.
I mean, you absolutely could, but after the show.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, so, Norbog, you, and Ogbog, and Bowling Ball, and Nuvarine arrive at the destination of the battle to come.
Okay.
And as you come across this place, there is a fairly normal-looking guy sitting on a big picnic blanket next to a giant tree that looks like it is alive. And then other smaller
human-looking guy, or what race are we talking about here? Fortunately, that determines... Human? Okay.
Yeah. And you also see the man who made you the offer not too long ago. But he is not standing at the picnic. He is standing far away from it.
What does this area look like, too? What are they set up on?
It looks like
some sandwiches.
It's a valley. There's this big kind of grassy, almost like a basin of a field, and it rises up into these large hills in all directions. And he's down nestled in the bottom of this valley. And Ogbog looks down. He's like, I think that's Richard.
Who?
He used to be one of the guys at the academy, but he retired and started a bar.
I thought this was supposed to be a battlefield. This is a picnic? I guess I'll slowly start approaching cautiously. If Ogbog knows him, I'm a little more trusting.
All right.
At what point do I see them?
Oh, yeah, you see that bowling ball is the first thing you see. Because bowling ball is a big, chunky Triceratops guy. So he is rolling down the hill, trundling along, pulling this cart, and then you recognize Ogbog and his signature gardening hat.
Ogbog!
And he is with a bugbear that you've never seen before, a female one.
And other person!
I
have sandwiches! I prepped sandwiches.
You hear that?
Yes, and I have a variety. What would you like?
Are you here for the war?
Yes. Yes. But an army moves on its stomach. That is the excuse I am using for making a picnic out of this.
Are we early?
Kind of.
Ogbog, do you trust him?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, he kind of helped save the keep back in the day.
For the most part. What does for the most part mean, Ogbog?
Oh, I'm crazy!
Okay, well,
Here I'm crazy, and I, scoot behind Ogbog.
Well, I was crazy. There's this whole thing. I'm in therapy now. Not you, Alan. I know you're bitter about that. But, it's fine. Kind of. Mostly.
So,
This
here's
is a
mostly
very
danger too.
Okay. This is a very odd week. I guess I am a little hungry. I guess we could have some sandwiches.
Hooray! What kind do you want? I've got
What kind do you have?
several different kinds of meats. Some peanut butter and jam. I've got some tuna fish and some salmon and a bunch of other ones that I haven't really gone into detail with. I have a Bishal chicken. It's a weird delicacy in the Nine Hells, but some people seem to like it. In my opinion, it tastes like how sadness feels, but
I don't want to eat sadness. Peanut butter and jam sounds lovely, thank you.
Peanut butter and jam, awesome. What kind of jam? I have prepped a lot of sandwiches before coming out.
What kind of jam is there?
Well, there's blueberry, there's strawberry, there's raspberry. We have a lovely marmalade, which is kind of a jam. Also a pumpkin marmalade, which you wouldn't think of pumpkin as a fruit for jam, but it's delicious nonetheless.
Blueberry sounds nice. It's been a long time since I've had blueberries.
Excellent. And judging by the size of you, you should have 3.
Okay, thank you. If you have 3 to give.
Yeah, no, I've got 12.
That's
I've got a lot of
sandwiches. Aren't you
sandwiches.
expecting other people? I thought there'd be more people here.
Yeah, no, we're just the first. I'm prepping sandwich. Come, sit down. And I tap the
Okay.
mat.
I sit down, but like a good foot over from where he tapped, away from him.
Cool. I'm gonna just... I get the vibe here, so I'm just gonna put them on a plate and slide them your way.
Thank you.
And Ogbog, I'm sorry, the little daisy that I used to grow on the arm, it's gone, so I had to get a tattoo of one instead.
Oh, representing. I love it. It's
Yeah,
good
you
work.
know.
Hey,
Manslayer.
you got more sandwiches?
What kind of sandwiches?
Anything you got is good. I'm not picky. Beets, road
Okay,
rations.
do you want... You've been eating parrot rations?
Road rations.
Road
We've been eating
rations!
road rations. Not actual, no. We don't eat road.
I'm sorry, you're just standing too far away. Well, we've got turkey, we've got chicken, we've got ham. We also have horse, which is, a lot sweeter and more tender than you'd expect it to be.
No, I haven't done horse since the old days. No,
We also have some lovely vegetarian options.
All I got left is the Helmberry soup I made, and it wasn't very good.
It was very good. It was very good. Don't
Oh,
diminish
with a
your
recommendation
efforts.
like that, I will trade you 4 sandwiches or some of your soup.
Yeah, all right. I think we still got some in the cart. I guess we'll start unloading.
Yeah, and then sit down on the blanket wherever you want to sit down. I'll tap the blanket, but that doesn't mean you have to sit next to me.
A picnic before a battle is unusual prep. Who's the stiff guy?
Which stiff guy? I mean, they're like the big one or the smaller one that's sassy?
The smaller one. I assume that the tree is your friend.
Yeah, no, this is also Richard.
No, the stiff guy, the guy in the glasses, the blonde dude.
Oh, that's Owen Stone. He doesn't like sandwiches.
Oh,
Who's Owen Stone?
Yeah,
Who is he?
He was this dude that used to come in and mess with the Mercs of Mischief. He also worked for Lord Devonian Zelos, which is a dude that, it's one of those, you get really angry at him when you're in the adventuring business, but when you're a bartender and you work in the city, you kind of learn to let some stuff go.
Wait, who are the Mercs of Mischief?
The Mercs of Mischief. Those people are friends? It's been a while. None of them visit the bar. I don't know why.
This has been a very busy week. I don't know why I'm here, but that man told me to come here and that there would be a battle, and I'm sorry. This is very new.
Yes, no, I was told by a small psychic girl, so equally strange. Except I saved that psychic girl's life after previously trying to kill her. It's a long story. We don't have to get into it, and I don't think we have the time to get into it, frankly, so,
Well,
so, when is this battle supposed to start?
When is the battle supposed to start? Well, judging by the position of the sun and the smell of the clouds, I have no idea.
After that incredible introduction, I believe I shall introduce myself. I am Owen Stone. We've met previously. The battle will begin in due time, once everyone arrives, I'm sure. Until then, the conflicts may become more violent.
Who is everyone? There's so many people here. What is going on? Why am I here?
The other people who will be fighting it.
That's so vague. Fine, whatever. And I just eat my peanut butter and blueberry sandwiches.
We also have tea, freshly brewed and fresh roots. Don't ask about the
I'll
roots.
take a cup of tea. Is it
Cool.
strong tea? Can it be strong tea, please?
Ginger! And
you got
Ginger.
just grow some ginger off of himself. And thank you. Just peels the ginger a nice little bit. Some mulberries, some other small things. Brews it, steeps it. Here you go. Now this is an herbal tea, so we don't really add milk to it. But if you want to, you can.
I don't usually have milk. That's fine.
So,
Solid.
the two of you are able to sit and have your picnic and have your tea. Meanwhile, back at the academy. Be gone, music. Darius is hard at work on his weather dominator.
Gearstrip, we need it. It's too volatile. It's gonna just we need to focus it. We need some sort of focusing crystal. I don't know. What do we have on hand?
Something for focusing, yes. I have some kind of crystal prism. I was going to use it for the death ray, but I imagine this can serve the same purposes.
Yeah, we can work on the death ray. I really want to talk about the death ray thing. Honestly, the voice in the machines does seem to be into it, but we could worry about that later. This is a different kind of death ray, right? It's like the murder storm.
Look, if the civilized races were not supposed to have death rays, they would not have put them on beholders.
So, all right. That's fair, but this is really more of a philosophical conversation, and I think we should loop in some of the ethics stuff. Anyways, can we focus on focusing this weather machine?
Of course, yes, we shall use the crystal prism. I can always part with one and be feared. Now then.
By the way, did you get a look at that the hammer that he had? That other me.
Oh. Yes, it was quite nice, wasn't it? Perhaps we can get one of our own.
Well, I'm pretty sure I seen that in a book. I don't know if we can quite recreate it, but it's not dissimilar from what we're doing. It seemed to be modified, though. It usually requires great strength to wield.
Ah. I see. He is likely using some kind of modification. I had long surmised that the restrictions on certain magical items could, in fact, be changed, broken open, like one would do with a hatchet. I call it hacking. You can hack these items and make sure that they can be utilized in the ways that you desire by bypassing their restrictions. Yes.
Hack. Interesting concept. I think we could do it, though. If we got a hold of his, perhaps we could reverse engineer the...
A glove! Of course! Ha ha ha! The machine spirits are speaking. What is your size of fist?
Half orc size?
All right. Hold it still on this platform while I melt the lead.
I feel like we should use some sort of intermediary, perhaps make a mold.
No, you're right. We should probably use some kind of plaster. You're susceptible to burns, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's just, I always forget about the burns.
I think the most important thing, we just have to separate him from that. I don't know if he wields that hammer against us, or if he's completely bypassed it. I don't. Do you have any idea how the integration works between the parasite and the people?
I'm not entirely certain. I would need to do more research on the subject. Perhaps if I had a live specimen to dissect. But in terms of that hammer, perhaps there is a way, if he had utilized technology to make himself attuned to it, we could use our own technology to steal his attunement, as you are functionally the same person.
Well, yeah. Would it perhaps be already attuned to me?
That is entirely possible, dear boy. I shall call it my multi-dimensional attunement swiper. Yes.
Always start from the name and work backwards. What you taught me. I don't even know if I'm the most relevant person to wield it, but all that aside, if we get this finished, it should put that to shame. Hey, I remember at this point, I feel like this has been like the last however many hours has just been them working and bouncing between different topics, just like in super nerd overdrive.
This is two mad scientists at work. This is just like...
At some point, I think he's like, wait, wasn't one of the kobolds or goblins, they got some of the goo in them and it was extracted?
Yes, of course, you're right. We did have some samples. I believe I brought them along with me. He just begins rooting through stuff.
You've had that. All right.
Aha! Yes, in this jar. Well, careful. It tells me to do terrible things. For the most part, I don't listen.
All right. Maybe I should hold on to that.
Oh, certainly, but be careful. If it tells you to drink it, don't do it. Personally, I think it would be a bad choice. And he hands it over.
I'm pretty firmly in that camp as well. Thank you. And yeah, I think we'll should do some testing on this thing.
Very well.
First, just seeing if it reacts to lightning and thunder damage like we expected. If we're not able to just test the substance, I don't think Darius is above. I thought that conversation may have led to meeting up with Norbog, but since she's not around, I don't think Darius is above infecting a small creature for testing.
Oh, don't worry. You'll meet up with Norbog shortly.
For the greater good, little guy.
And then if you've got additional ones you need to figure out, I'm sure you can come up with a way to get Norbog to assist you afterwards, because you're all going to the same place. We're all going to be there together. So you do... There's plenty of time along the ride to do a number of tests, and it does retract from electrical interference and a lot of the regular things, because of course the cart that you guys are on is Gearstrip's personal, so it is basically a moving laboratory and has a number of small implements that project small amounts of individual types of damage, like tiny pens. There's acid and, of course, poison, cold, fire, and there's even a shiny little holy one at the end. So you poke and prod at this thing, and you find that it is particularly susceptible to deep, deep, deep cold, electric shocks, and holy light.
Wait a second. Didn't they have a box that produced a snowstorm?
Ah, yes, they did. I can radio back to the Academy using magic, and I'll make sure that they return it to the battlefield with the remainder of our forces.
Excellent. I was going to send chat, but you have sending. That would be... we should really work on some sort of more portable sending stone. Maybe something that, like, sits in the ear or behind it.
Yes. Oh, like a sending pebble that you could sit behind your ear.
Oh. Yeah, well, what if we could just mount it?
Some kind of hooks on it in order for it to sit correctly.
Well, we could mount it to the frame of glasses or goggles. Well.
Yes, of course. Yes, we mounted magical items. You do not need to even take them off to utilize them.
Oh, and the lenses of the glasses could change shade depending on how bright it is, so that if it's like a kobold who's sunlight sensitive, they get darker. Or if it's somebody who can't see in the dark.
Projection could handle this, of course. These are brilliant ideas. You are the best intern I've ever had, and the longest lived.
Well, thank you. Surviving runs in my blood. And then I get sad for a minute thinking about the ultimate version of my family. Ooh. Apparently is not as good.
That is bad. Not doing as well. Perhaps there's something can be done about that. We shall see. Perhaps some kind of hooked teeth. I know there are beings with hooked blue teeth. We shall use some blue tooths. But anyways. We had to get there, okay? We had to get there. And the work continues on the Weather Dominator, and perhaps is it safe to say that plans are made to integrate this cask into the Weather Dominator?
Oh yeah,
or is this separate?
Since it's also susceptible to cold. Well, actually, we would try to reach out to whoever the most available battlefield strategist is to figure out whether these should be separate weapons or one. Because we can make them one.
Well.
We have that kind of knowledge. But as far as the best strategic placement, perhaps not our wheelhouse, as they say. You know, the place where they make wheels. Not
Absolutely. Look, everybody knows the wheelhouse. That's where you get the best wheels.
Right.
But you're supposed to pronounce it wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse.
That's what they think over the U. Yeah, it's the. Meanwhile, as Darius heads towards the battlefield, we catch up with our good friends Pen and Guillaume, heading towards the battlefield, traveling on foot out of Waterdeep, making their way. And yeah, the two of you are just on your way.
You know, you think big, strong adventurer like us be smart enough to buy a fucking horse, eh?
We don't have a lot of money right now. I don't know about you, but I mean, it's not terribly
pardon me,
far.
I misspoke. Take a horse, eh?
That's all so bad, but you know, we're fine. We can figure it out. I mean,
No wonder you are so slow. You carry around all that good and bad shit, eh?
Yeah, well now I'm like flipping through a notebook and I'm like, I don't even know, do I have anything for this? And I'm like, no, I have nothing to help us move faster. I'm sorry. But I mean, hey, now there's more time to talk. Do you think Gond is gonna show up? Like, do you think that he'll well, I mean,
I'm just
not
happy
Gond
to see you
himself,
finally reading a book, eh?
Well, you know, I mean, I have to familiarize myself. This is a lot of new for me. I'm not sure how
Do you even know how cleric works, mon ami? I mean, you know how to do it, eh?
No.
Okay,
This is all new.
We got a long walk ahead of us. I help, eh? Okay, so every morning, yeah, you get up and you say, hey, God, whoever person you are, eh? You are great and I would really like some spell, eh?
I don't know that
you do that
he
part
cares
this morning,
about.
eh?
I don't know that he cares about that. He just cares about the list. He told me, he was like, just write down the people you kill and the die around.
Can you cast any spell right now? I mean, if you don't ask for them in the morning, you don't get them, eh? That's how this works, eh?
I did.
That's why people call cleric the suck up class, eh? Because every morning, here, dear God, give me my powers, please. Oh, please, for another day, may I have some special ability, eh?
Is that really how it works?
It's just exactly like a warlock, except you get more spell in a day, eh? You have to beg more actively.
While you guys are having this conversation, could I get the both of you to make a perception roll, please?
Sure.
Oh, dear. You sure you want perception? That's the one you...
Yeah,
really,
you know, I've decided that that's what I'm after. All right.
What is that? 23.
All right. Pen, you notice it first. The figure walking along the road ahead of you guys has long blue hair. And the skin is blue. And everything is blue.
Do I know this person?
I mean, you don't know a lot of blue people.
Are they carrying a trident?
They certainly are. You're pretty sure it's still bad ahead of you.
Just sprint, like I'm sure Guy is mid-sentence and I'm just sprinting down the road full blast. best.
Okay. Well,
And I'm just like,
most people. Wow.
and I turn and like trident out because I hear someone running at me full speed, and so I turn and my trident is like, I'm like, stop!
It impales and dies.
I really do though. I want to try a friendly tackle. Like I just sprint up and fucking tackle jump back.
You did hear the part where I said impaled, right? Like
I have a shield now.
Well,
I'm holding a
here's
shield.
Here's the thing. I would turn because he probably wouldn't get. I'd probably hear him within like 30 feet, so I'd probably have enough time to turn, notice that it's Pin, and be like very confused and like. Pin? And then just boom, and he tackles me to the fucking ground.
Here's what we're
because
gonna do.
I'm caught off guard.
Pen, I need you to make an athletics check for this tackle.
All right. That
and
is
then if
a
he
9.
succeed, okay, he failed. So he goes to jump at you. He doesn't have the leg strength.
Can I just catch him? Can I make a counter roll to catch him midair?
100% you can make a counter roll to catch him midair.
Just athletics.
Jeez. I don't know which is better if you do or don't.
So, here's how it goes down.
Jesus Christ.
And runs up to you, unused to the new weight of his new equipment, goes to leap and tackle at you, but doesn't quite make it. And as you see that he's not going to make it, you crouch down and put your arms out to catch him, but he doesn't even make it to your arms. And he just face plants in front of you as you're holding out your arms trying to catch him. And there's just this cloud of dust that kicks up around the both of you.
And she's like laughing, but she's like picking him up. Like, Pen, is that you? Are you okay? What's happening? What? You look normal a little bit.
There's dirt in my throat. I'm sane again. We have to go home at some point, and I wanted to.
And she, as soon as he says, "I'm sane again," the rest of it she doesn't even hear because she literally drops her trident, wraps her arms around him like this, and picks him up and just spins like 4 times.
And I walk up and say, "Oh, by the way, he worship an evil god now. He's a cleric like you." And I just keep walking.
An evil god?
Is the final scribe really evil? We've all met him. We did.
Tell her what it wants you to do, eh?
It wants me to document the deaths of everyone around me that dies. He keeps up with that stuff. He's like...
So... Well, okay, but hold on.
There's more to it than that, eh?
Yeah, does he want you to...
Excuse me, are you trying to explain my god to me? I am a cleric. I will not have someone else tell me about my god.
You don't even know you're supposed to pray for your spells, eh? I mean, you don't know shit about clericing.
You're a little baby cleric. It's so cute.
They didn't give me a mace. I got this cool skull that has ink in it that I'm supposed to write their names down with, and I got this cool shield that looks like a big piece of parchment scroll. That's kind of neat. And I think I can learn. I was looking up this one spell. I can make it so people don't die for a minute, and that's fun. I'm kind of excited, but I don't know how other me's going to take this, so...
Well...
Also, did you kill anybody? Because, like, we should talk about that. Because we killed some people, but they were, like... One of them was an asshole, and
we may also have killed some people. I'll be honest.
We should not do that if we can help.
But hold on. This guy was an asshole also, and he tried to fucking blow us up. And so, like, I don't know. It seems like it was deserved. And then we chased him.
Blew up the house, the place in Waterdeep.
That guy.
Yeah, we killed him too. We met him after y'all, I think, because his body was there. But then he came back, And we were like, why are you? And then they were like, Lilith blew me up. And we were like, well, that's enough for us. And so we killed him.
Yeah.
And I
So
don't
that
know.
was I think that was the only we killed his his minions, but like he told them to kill us. So then it was really self-defense.
A lot happening. I kind of went crazy for a bit. I got in touch with a different elder god. I had to hit crazy rock bottom before I got back to this, and then some other guy had to save me. But I'm okay now. I'm like back to baseline, this is me. But for a moment, there was a second elder god in my head on top of the other one, and that one was definitely maybe kind of evil, or at very least had some very different perspectives. I did kill some people. I feel bad about it, but it's fine.
He's mid-sentence, and Gilbetta wraps her arms around him again and just bear hugs him again and picks him up and spins again. And she's like, I have missed you so much. She's like, I was with Lilith and it was great, and then Lilith got taken away from me by fuckface Owen Stone. And now I don't know where the fuck she is.
Speaking of which, further along ahead of the road, you see a figure. No, wait, never mind. I'm not going to... never mind. I forgot what thing I'm doing. Never mind. No, you don't see her. She's not there.
What are you doing?
No. What she see? No. What she see instead is that orc monk, Black.
Yeah,
we forgot about him.
I was gonna say Gilbetta turns and she's like, who's? Oh no, I thought that was somebody I knew. Never mind. She like does that thing where you tap somebody on the shoulder and you're like Lilith, and they turn around and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were my friend.
And he's here too.
It was a different winged tiefling.
Yeah.
Purple.
But so I just like pick pin up again and spin again, and I'm just like, that's so crazy. I still can't get over the fact that you're a cleric now.
Yeah, it was a weird jump to make, but Kat, apparently the me here knows one of his classmates, and apparently they're very close. She was took a very familiar tone with me, but ultimately I guess it served me well. I did some research and some soul searching, and I decided that maybe it was the best way to handle moving forward was to serve something that's less about an individual and more about a concept. So here we are.
Does he want you to? Does he specifically want you to like murder people, or is it just like if people happen to die around you, document it? That seems fine.
Yeah.
What they're gonna die anyway. You might as well.
Yeah. Right.
Keep the record.
And he's okay with
some. So what about the part
necromancy.
where he said there was a certain number you had to have, eh?
What? Did he? First of all, you weren't in that room. Second of all, I don't remember that. So either I'm misremembering that. Oh.
The other guy did say
was there though when the exhausted guy showed up, right? Wasn't I?
Oh, yeah. The other dude, Quota. Oh, I don't know. I guess
we saw the other guy. He looked like he ain't slept since it started, and he said he's all way behind, eh? So
maybe he forgot to write them down, and now he's got to go do backlog work. I don't know. I didn't get the feeling that I had to murder people. He did want me to fight in this fight, though, because if this goes poorly, that's way more paperwork for him, and he doesn't want that.
Well, and also, if the fight goes our way, hopefully there'll be a bunch of dead assholes that you can count towards your quota if you do have a quota.
I think I'm just going to write them on my shield.
Darius will be the first. Have you heard?
And if you lose, and if we lose, how you write your own name in that damn book, eh?
I guess I don't have to. Or do I, come back as a ghost and have to do paperwork in the...
I don't know, but have you heard about what Darius did?
No. Well, have we? Gee, I don't remember. It's been weird these past few days. My brain has been...
Well, let me fill you in.
Did we get a message?
And Gilbetta proceeds
to fill him in about everything.
Yep.
You let him know the whole deal. So Gilbetta takes time to fill in Pen and Guy on Darius's betrayal. Many expletives are shared. As they continue their journey towards the battlefield. Meanwhile, Angelo. You have young Harvey with you. And you are riding your horse looking for a place to help this poor wounded child. When coming over the horizon, you see the most bizarre cart you've ever seen in your life. It is covered in all kinds of lights. It's got weird plating on it. There's like gouts of steam coming out of one section of it. And you get the impression that maybe these are some people that might be able to help you with this child.
Dare I ask what gives me that impression? Just that it's got lights on it?
We need
There's a
stronger
lot of
controllers.
crazy stuff on this.
These switches are gonna
There's a
blow
lot of
out.
crazy stuff on this. Whatever these people are, they're clearly very smart.
Pardon me. So I ride my horse up to this cool cart, and I'm like, wow, Harvey, look, it's like a festival all in one little vehicle.
Hello, excuse me, sorry, do you have any, rubies or sapphires on you at the moment? We'd be willing to pay handsomely. We're kind of in a pinch.
I look amongst my things and come up with a small red pebble. I am unsure if this is a ruby or not, but I hand it over to him.
Is it a ruby?
This small red pebble appears to be crystallized time.
This is
Left
not,
in Angela's pocket,
this is not
the
a ruby.
things that happen with the key.
But if you are willing to part with it, I would gladly make some sort of exchange.
I am willing to part with this very important pebble under one condition.
Right?
I require help with this small child. He is lost and alone and has nowhere to go, and I need to get him to safety.
We can help with gear strip. Do we have a med kit? A stocked one?
Yes. Of course. I am not much of a doctor, of course. I'm a professor. So I need to find some kind of medical device. My Surge-O-Matic shall help. Come this way, boy.
I should also let you know that stench, the stench is not at all gangrene. It's pickle juice. The kid has been pickled.
Well,
I love it.
That
Excellent.
could theoretically be a good way of preserving the child and preventing further injury. Though, I feel like the salt would be counterproductive. What species is he?
I believe he's human. Harvey, right?
Yes, he is human.
Yeah, that much salt's probably not good for him. Okay, well, I'm gonna hold on to this, and I just kind of like nudge gear strip. Just like,
really? Are you certain?
I'm pretty sure.
Fine fellow. What is your name?
My name is Angelo. What's your
well,
name?
It is good to meet you. I am Wendell Gearstrip, and this is my assistant, Darius. Yes, of course. I am a prestigious scientist of Gond, the Machine King, and I produce magnificent mechanical atrocity. No, that's not the right word.
Wonders.
Miracles.
Yeah.
Yes. Wonders. Yes.
Great
And I
advances forward.
Avalon Knights Academy. My associate and I were just on our way to a battlefield. Apparently, a world-ending catastrophe is headed our way. It'll kill you. And we're supposed to help stop it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all that said, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go with. I probably should find someone else to take care of Harvey.
Oh,
That's a lot.
Oh,
well, we could. Oh, here. How about this? We could send him back to the academy. I believe there are still clerics there. Chadwick, saddle mode, and Chadwick like gets a little sturdy and a little boop, 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 saddle pops up on him.
I shall take the child back myself. You may make use of my cart. Dear Sir Angelo, might this humble scientist request your services? Are you a knight of some sort? Perhaps some kind of freelance mercenary or something?
Yeah, I'd like to help you. I just have to be real with you. I've had a rough go of trusting people lately, especially overly excited people, and you seem to be that type. So I'm gonna go with I need to take this kid back and make sure he's safe before I just send him off with random people. But then,
Cool.
I'm all yours.
Well, very well. I will take him to our academy, and you're welcome to accompany me. But I would ask that after that, you protect my dear assistant.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
have not been with him for long, but I have grown quite fond of him, and I would like to not have to replace him with another.
Makes sense.
Mr. Gearstrip? I don't.
Yes.
I'm supposed to finish it without you?
You have everything you need, my boy. And he reaches up and puts a hand on your shoulder, and you can see that the bottoms of his shoes have extended to match his gnomish height to yours. You're ready.
Right.
You have heard the whispers of the machine. Listen to what they have to tell you. The cart will take you on your way, and I shall make sure that good Sir Angelo, and he slaps Angelo on the back, comes to assist you the moment that we make this boy safe and sound.
All right. Right. Well, Mr. Angelo, I do hope that I see you again very, very soon. Hopefully before I reach my destination. Perhaps when he comes back, he could bring that thing that we discussed.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I shall bring it along with a more substantial force. In the meantime, there's a laboratory cart. Protect Darius.
Does anything happen when he says that?
You hear gears and pistons move inside the casings of the cart, and then it's just like, protect Darius online.
All right.
This shall serve just fine until Mr. Angelo returns. Now then, onward! I shall ride this small mechanical mastiff.
Right, see you later, Darius.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay, Harvey. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, so everything seems really weird right now.
Good luck with the pickle, kid.
It's still just too much salt. You got too much salt going on, Harvey. We'll get you all cleaned up.
And it's like, as you're riding away, Gearstrip is like, and how long were you soaking? I just want to know, should I desire to attach the own scent to my body?
I don't think very long. He was kind of submerged and we had to save him from drowning. And I think there's something about a certain amount of time your brain can have without oxygen. I don't know how much time that is, but he survived, so couldn't have been that long.
All right. He says, my God, my boy, you've been through an incredible ordeal. I have just the thing. And he opens up a number of pockets and eventually pulls out a small mechanical turtle and hands it over to the boy. This is Toby the mechanical turtle. He is my friend when I am in distress, and now he shall be yours. And he hands it over to dear Harvey. Okay, all right, I'm bringing the other stuff back. Give me a moment. I'm in character. Yeah,
Well,
the
I think it
sinister
sounds like a turtle. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. It was a
would you
really
like
creepy
one?
gift until you changed the music.
That's on me. He hands it over to him. If you are jealous, I can perhaps piece together one for yourself. I'm thinking some kind of murderous falcon.
Wait, what? You give him a turtle, and you want to give me a falcon?
Do you not like falcons? Perhaps I can have some kind of Wolverine.
What am I doing with this creature?
It will be your friend, and it'll aid you in battle.
Oh, a friend, huh?
The whole time
What
Harvey's
about?
playing with.
Yeah, you keep playing with that turtle. It's a pretty cute turtle. Turtles can't really protect me though. I'm feeling like what about a snake?
A mechanical snake! My God, it's absolute madness. I love it. I shall give it some kind of deep penetrating drill in its tail. Perhaps it shall convert into a staff. It's been done. Say it converts into a belt. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
It'll kill.
Cool. Yeah, I'm about that. That's great.
Rapidly scribbling on papers. Just so you have a good picture, Gearstrip is a gnome, and he's got like this wild gray hair.
Oh yeah, I have a pretty good image in my head.
He looks exactly as he sounds. All right. So Angelo and Gearstrip proceed to the academy to drop off dear Harvey. Meanwhile, again with the meanwhile, we pick up with our dear friend Lilith. And now we go back to this creepy music. We're going back and forth. I don't remember. I'm doing a thing. The Creighton barrel is completely incinerated in the resulting flames.
That would have been a great asset. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's an
I
asset.
totally understand, and I'm sorry as a person.
It's okay, because we burned it down a second time on top of the time you burned it down. So
yeah, so I mean, it just keeps going. The Creighton barrel's got a rough time. They really can't even rent the lot anymore, is where it's at. Economic recovery and all that. So, Lilith, you are deep in a torrent of swirling hellfire. You are feeling more power than you have ever felt in your entire existence. It is coursing through you. You feel like a tuning fork at max vibration. You almost wonder if it can all be contained within you, or if you're simply going to burst and have all of this flow out of you. And in the depths of this total hellfire, this swirling vortex, you feel the hate and the malice and the anger swirling around you that embodies this power. Evil the likes of which the world only knows one. The kind of evil that despises the idea of life itself. And you now feel that burning within you, threatening to take you over. And eventually, the flames give way to total darkness. The chamber is cold. You are still yourself. There's something moving in the dark. You took it. You took it for yourself.
Are you really surprised?
No. This is one of the things I wanted, but not exactly how I wanted it.
A small victory on my part, then.
Yes. You are more unpredictable than even I thought. Part of being lawful evil, I think. But there is a part of me inside of you now. I wonder, where will you take it? And I wonder if you'll be driving or if it'll be driving.
You can wonder all you want. But I will be the one driving.
Your confidence, astounding. I love it. An arrogance to rival my own. We'll see.
It is the only way to survive down in the Nine Hells.
Yes. You learned well. I will be following your career very closely. And then it gives way to the flames again. And in the depths, in the heart of the fire, you hear a voice. Lilith!
Can I distinguish who it is?
Make a wisdom save.
Okay. Did he go through?
No, I didn't get nothing. We got nothing over here.
Okay. All right, one more time.
Okay.
Oh,
by the way,
I know what I
Pam
made
got
a
an
mistake in.
ultimate about 10 minutes ago.
Ooh, congrats.
Oh, who got an ultimate? I didn't even see it on the request.
And it blew
And
through.
apparently. I'm reloading to roll 20. Sorry.
Very well.
They said
No
it was
problem.
for falling on your.
In the meantime, the voice called out again. Lilith, it sounds familiar.
Okay. All right, now I'm clicking it.
All right.
Did it go through this time?
It did. But it's not good. That voice is a distraction and needs to be pushed out while you focus this power. That is what your mind is telling you.
She did just also get an advantage
did?
if she was.
Yeah, a live request has come in for an advantage if you want to have it. Do you want to try it again?
All right. Sure.
All right.
Curious though. I kind of feel like the dark side's winning.
The audience wants you to win, man. What's the second roll?
10.
Yeah, this episode brought to you by Hero Forge and Mudkip.
Yeah, Hero Forge and
No,
Mudkip. Thanks so much, Mudkip, for the requests.
Thank you.
That's still something that's got to be pushed out,
10's not enough.
and it's pushed aside. 10's not enough. It sounds familiar, but you push it out of your mind, and you continue to
Gotta
focus these. You can feel your strength growing, and you start to feel as though you could take on the world. Meanwhile,
Fitting.
oh yes, back at our friends Pengi and Jobetta, traveling
Man, this
along
song
the
is a
road.
bop.
It is a bop. It's
Dude.
very good.
It's no. It's okay. So, yeah, as you get closer to the destination, there are wing beats in the distance. Men coming over the horizon.
Okay.
They're coming from the direction of the academy. Two colorful Pegasi swoop down and land in front of you.
Uh-oh.
I heard those are good with cranberry sauce. Anybody got the weapon?
No, hey, no, we're not.
A Pegasi with a unicorn horn swoops down and says, "Don't eat them. They owe me money, but don't eat them."
Is anyone
Hey!
right? Is anyone on
No.
the Pegasi?
No. No
Do
one.
we recognize Wind's song from our universe at all, or was that never something?
Oh yeah,
we
you
did?
guys rode
Yeah.
with Wind. Well,
Yeah.
Guy remembers because Windsong helped Guy get the key to the Candle Keep. Not
Okay,
too
right.
long ago.
But
He's like, "Hey,
hungry,
Guy! I thought you guys could use a lift. I heard there was a
Yeah,
big
for
fight
sure.
going down."
There is a big
Yeah.
fight, but there's a side trip I got to do, eh?
All right, where you want to go?
Well, I kind of left a bomb at the keep because I thought that's where the fight was going to be, eh? But not that kind of bomb. Don't worry, I'm the only one who can set it off. But I got to get back there, and I got to talk
Making
to
sure
like
if I gotta run
50
or not.
people, eh?
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say
Also-
bomb?
A kind of
Yeah, I
a
don't-
key bomb, if you will, eh?
What? Do I remember?
Don't
that?
worry, I'm on your side, eh? It's all good.
It's a Guy
Wait.
bomb Tom.
Aha, that's very funny. Where did you get a bomb?
I make it, eh? It take me one whole night. So many
Do I
pieces
remember-
of paper, so much ink, so much concentration, eh? Take forever.
Okay.
But I put it in the wrong place. The wrong people got it, eh?
Can you explain it a little better? What is it?
I was perfectly clear. I spent all night writing on paper, and now I make a bomb, eh? But the bomb is in the
Like
wrong
a-
place, so I have to go get it and
Like
bring
a
it to another
ritual.
place, eh?
Well, the ritual.
Like a fire? Is it like
48
a
of them?
like a fire bomb? Is it a storm bomb? Like what kind of what?
It's like a really bright light, eh?
So it's
Like-
free-
Like, and you know, she like radiant light.
Yeah, like from the sun, sort of thing, eh? Like a angel, eh? You know, angel.
Yeah, okay,
So
that seems fine.
So you made a lot of.
Yeah,
I need to go.
Rolls.
I beg your pardon, cleric. Eh?
It's not far.
What?
It's what?
Huh?
Oh, I said it's so like
It's
a
not
bunch
far
of
to the
spell
academy.
scrolls. We'll just go to the academy.
It's not
Thanks,
far to the
man.
academy. I'll take Gee over there. These guys are your rides. Jabetta, you can have that guy. His name's Spearhead.
Who's that?
Military orders.
Ooh.
And Pan, you're gonna have to ride this girl over here. Her name's Cinnamon Swirl. You're gonna have to do a cheer to make her fly.
And Gilbetta
sounds
just
amazing. I can cheer. I can do that.
Whose are
Probably.
these
like
as
that.
far as like
Well,
I mean I know that the keeps
they're your
like,
guys. They're yours, but like, I guess they're general use. I don't know. It's weird for me also being a Pegasi to determine who other Pegasi belong to. I feel like that's encroaching on some personal rights. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it. Granted,
No, I don't
was
I
not
just
always a Pegasi.
what?
You guys didn't know this? I was
Oh,
a
this is
man.
the whole story. What?
Look, we don't have time. I gotta get Guy to his
What
prom.
is happening right now?
It's not like on a timer or anything, is it?
The bomb?
I look at Windsong's. They just don't get it. No matter how many times you explain and explain and explain, they're thick as mud. Eh?
Yeah, and I got the drinking problem. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna take.
Speaking
I'll
of
take
which, you
Guy
ever
to
drink
get
and
a prom.
fly? And I have a big drink and hand him a big drink before we take off.
Oh, I knew you wasn't gonna hold out on me.
Okay, well, I guess we'll meet you at the battle site.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I don't.
Great.
If you look up now, you see an asshole hanging off an asshole, and I'm mooning you as I'm flying away.
That's very gross.
I wonder if you can cast Sacred Flame on a rectum.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hit the bullseye, Pen. Hit the bullseye.
I'll because Gilbetta knows Guy and his like sense of humor. Gilbetta will use thaumaturgy when he does that to thaumaturgy a big old fart from Guy.
Excellent. Yes. I will thaumaturgy to triple its volume.
Oh God, I'd like hearing.
This goes on for some time.
Nah, because he's just flying away. So it's just like, you know. And then it's like, yeah. And it's like, all right, let's go, Pen.
Yeah.
So, Pen.
Yes.
Well, first, Jabetta. What is the military speech that you use to get Spearhead moving?
Fly.
No, it's not.
Look, the military's direct and to the point. Like,
you gotta give like a general commanding troops. I want to hear it from the diaphragm.
you gotta give us like a speech, or just like a command.
You can do like a quick command, just being like, "Onward, charge to the battle."
Okay.
Give me one of these.
I imagine that she would be, because he was very vague, so I imagine she would try a couple of things, right? Because she doesn't really know.
By all means, get it wrong as many times as you want.
So she's like,
you gotta wrap it up for the first time.
What?
Just do your thing.
Oh, so she's like, hey, fly? Do you fly? Would you fly? And maybe like he moves a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, that seems to be going the right order." And so she kind of looks at Pen, and she's like, "Fuck it," right? And she says, She says, "We must go forth to win and defeat Darius, because fuck that guy."
Flap. And away he goes. Spearhead takes off. 10.
Yes.
How are you going to get this? What is the cheer that you use to get Cinnamon Swirl to fly?
So I see Jobetta like struggling and then do it, and I'm like, okay, all right. I just have to channel that other part of me that I like. It's been so long. And so I'll like think for a second, and then I'll be like, all right, let's get a move on. It'll be fun. Get in the sky, cinnamon bun, and I'll slap it on the butt, like, and hopefully it'll fly.
So Pen also gets its name wrong. Great.
Wait, is that not the name?
Yeah.
No, it's Cinnamon Swirl.
Cinnamon Swirl.
This
love
poor
it. Better.
Pegasi is gonna have an identity crisis because nobody can get its freaking name right.
I mean, a cinnamon
appreciates the
swirl
rhyme.
is a cinnamon bun in
But
some way.
It rhymes with hurl. I'm sure you could come up with something.
Oh, I like bun better.
why
Give it a whirl. See if it works.
Lilith calls it cinnamon
called
bun
it Cinnamon
too.
Bun. I should have just named the damn
renamed
horse
it.
Cinnamon Bun.
No, I think this is better. The fact that
That's not what
They-
it was called on My Little Pony wiki. All right, so that's so they take off towards the battle. And meanwhile, Norbog and Richard sit having sandwiches.
Norbog is dissociating. It's been a long week.
Richard recognizes this, immediately goes, like reaches into his into his apron, just pulls out a flask of whiskey, hands it over. It's been one of those kinds of weeks.
What's in it?
Whiskey.
Are you sure? Can I insight check him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't trust humans. I'm sorry, dude.
No,
That
he
go
doesn't trust
through?
any.
Well, I wasn't a
I got nothing.
human for that long. I mean, like, this is
Oh,
kind
because
of
I'm
new
not in
for
roll
me.
20 shit.
Oh, well, you
I
can just
got a
tell me what
9
you
on
got.
D&D Beyond. Yeah, and it'll load up while
Well,
I
okay.
tell you. It was a
Well,
9.
You believe him? I mean, no.
It's whiskey. I mean, regardless. It's
Okay, and I
whiskey.
close my eyes and... Alright, well, the talking cat that may or may not have been magical said that one of my strongest abilities was making friends. So, okay, I trust him. I take the whiskey and I take a moderate swig. Hand it back.
Well,
Yeah,
You
it's
take your
not terrible. It's from my reserve. It's not great. It's not bad. But, it's just like we make it at the bar. We age it magically. It works out pretty well.
So, Norbog has a drink of this, and it is at this point that you guys notice two things. Number one, there are two very colorful Pegasi coming this way. And number two, Nuvarim and Serval are talking to Owen Stone. And we're going to take a little break right there.
I'm going to have to pull out this.
Don't like
I'm gonna have
that.
to get a second basket, aren't I?
Don't like that.
I'm not feeding the horses.
All right, we will be back in 15 minutes. All right, adventurers. Hope you enjoyed that break. Before we get back into this very complicated story, Puck, tell us who we're playing with today, and let's try to keep it under, 20 minutes.
Oh, I'll do my best.
There are a lot of
Wouldn't want to infringe. That's okay. Look, we got a whole nother day of this. We can take things in all the directions we need to. So, welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, of course, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I like to take this moment in between breaks. My train of thought is completely shot. I would like to take this moment to reiterate that I'm a very lucky dungeon master in that I get to play with all these really cool people that are creators in their own right and let them tell you about the cool things that they do on the internet. And so I don't forget anybody this time. We're gonna start at G, and we're just gonna go across and across, and then we're gonna go from there. Guy, tell us about yourself.
Okay, I'm Kevin, also known as Dirty 20 Gaming on the other places, Twitch and YouTube, because I always forget to mention YouTube. We are there too. On Twitch, though, we do 2 shows a week now. After the new year, it's going to be 4. So right now, Thursdays, we do Iron Sworn, which is a co-op game. No GM, with 4 of us get together and make it up on the fly. Friday is our fun shots. Anybody that wants to play gets to play. Pop over and join us. It is a blast. And then in the new year, we're adding 2 shows, Corsairs of the Cosmos, which is space pirates. It's going to be great fun. And then Sundays, we're going to be doing something that we touched here, but it's going to be over there now. Timely Interventions, my time-traveling detectives story based on my own system. And then adding a new thing, 2 new things for February, because 5 days a week isn't enough. I've been invited back to play with the fine folks at Roll for Damage and Dead Aussie Gamer for season 2 of Cerberus Ascending. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to be playing Paris Carlton, who is going to spend this season in a wheelchair, which is going to be interesting in a space setting. And then on also in February, we're adding a thing over at Dirty 20 Gaming. You want to GM a game? Want to GM a one-shot? Get a hold of me, and I will call your bluff. I will put you on stream, and you can GM a game, and I will produce it so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Want to do any of that stuff, just see me over at our Discord site, and we'll see you there.
All right. So tune in for that stuff coming down the pipes. And then next up, we've got Pen.
Hi.
Pen, tell us about yourself.
It's me, Noctum Sky. You can find me on YouTube, but I'll get back to that in a minute, because if you haven't checked out Mom's Trash Bin on YouTube, we have 2 episodes up now, thanks to Sean. We have our first episode, which was us playing Among Us. That was pretty fun. And then we also have our Magic the Gathering, Puck versus Kashano. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will say it's interesting. And so you should definitely go check that out. And if you haven't subscribed there, you should, because that's where all our gaming content is going to be going. So if you want to catch all that, make sure to catch it live here on Twitch at Mom's Trash Bin, and go over to YouTube at Mom's Trash Bin. But for me personally, I'm at 93 subscribers at Noctum Sky on YouTube. I'm this close to 100. I just need 7 more people. And then I can do the custom URL thing, which is like magic. And it's like, I made it. So if you want to help me out, go subscribe if you haven't. And I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please help him get to 100.
Click that link. Click that link.
Click that.
Yeah, we were able to put it for someone else. You can do it for Sky, right?
Absolutely.
Only like
That's right.
7 more. So close.
And next up, Angelo, tell us about what you do.
Hi everyone, I'm Saber. I do art online at Saber_Sensei on Instagram. Don't have anything major to update, so we'll keep this rolling along fast, but come check me out on Instagram. Thanks, folks.
All right. And Richard, tell us about your blog.
Hello, I am. I play Richard Bennett on the show. I also play Lucas Warcrest, and likely a slew of other people by the time I'm done with my being here with the Mercs of Mischief, which I hope will never be anytime soon. I run the ScarredAdventure.com, which I'm also putting the link in just again, because the one that is there is slightly wrong. There just needs to be an S after that P in the HTTP, but that doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form, really, aside from I have an SSL, so hooray. Still, since Please be sure to check out the ScarletAdventure.com. It's a great site with a bunch of great people. And and once again, to iterate, subscribe to Noctum Sky's channel. He's only 3 people away now. Like, make a second account. Who cares? Just, get in there. Still, thank you so much. Please be sure to check out the ScarletAdventure.com once more. We have a bunch of wonderful people and a poem that I actually read on the stream last time. Because it actually worked for the scene.
All right. And next up, Lilith, tell us what's going on with you.
Hi. So I'm Lilith. If any of you has been keeping in touch with my updates, I have made a virtual Lilith. And not me, she'll be doing some playthroughs as Lilith, telling stories as a bard should. So far, I got through an hour chapter of this free game. It's a visual novel called The Cinderella Phenomenon. Crazy how much the actual character fits the Lilith character I made. I guess I'm not original, whatever. But yeah, I'll be trying to play a bunch of visual novel bard type games or anything that's related demon wise with Lilith's character. Got the Wonder Song, that's another bard game. Helltaker, Phasmophobia. Okay, that one's just for fun. Visage, I still plan to play that. Untitled Goose Game, Muse Dash, Steins Gate, Mad Father Remake. All these storytelling games, I'm going to be moving them to my YouTube channel. So anything that's non-story based, I'll probably leave that on my Twitch channel because I'm tired of transferring story-based games to my YouTube. And I really hate it when I lose videos on Twitch because I'm too lazy to move it in time. Other than that, I will be doing another video after the channel tonight, probably an art one, or I might continue the Cinderella Phenomenon part 2 of the story, where a witch got me. And things, I don't know where it's going to go after that. I just stopped at a cliffhanger right there.
There was a witch?
Yeah, there was a witch. There was a witch. There's a war. This girl doesn't like humans either. I was like, I love this girl. It fits. I can get into character real quick. She's also a princess. She's
retelling.
Yeah,
Cinderella.
and I do it all. Yeah, I do it all in Lilith's accent and everything. So yeah, I'll throw in the YouTube link. I don't think I have it on there, so just give me a second, you guys. Other than that, yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Norbog, tell us.
You got it.
Yeah, first, congrats to Sky for hitting 101 on his YouTube. Well done, everyone.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Arcady. I usually am hanging out on my Twitter, which is Arcady Cosplay, because I make a whole lot of cosplays. And this week in my cosplay life, I've decided that I'm going to make a costume from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game in like a day and a half, because I want to. So you can follow me on Twitter to see it. I might stream some of the work too on my channel, which is Arcady Plays on Twitch. So that's what I'm up to this week.
All right. And we look forward to seeing that. Darius, what do you got going on?
All kinds of shit. I'm Jonathan, I'm the producer over here at Mercs of Mischief. I've got some other projects that I've been working on for a bit that should be launching this month. So hopefully more details about that for you next week. I want to make sure that, all the technical stuff goes through. But I also want to say thanks to our sponsor, Hero Forge. If you're not aware, where have you been? Hero Forge, the online creator that lets you make your own tabletop mini from thousands of items and dozens of fantasy races. And check out all this month they're doing like new item releases every day as kind of like a holiday bonanza situation. So be sure to check in there often to see if just the right thing you've been looking for, finalize that hero, has been added. And also, if you want to give one of your friends a custom miniature of their hero, maybe reconsider. Because if you don't get it quite right, it'll always be like, oh yeah, the sword's not right. Give them a Hero Forge gift card so that they can make it themselves. Perfect shilling.
They've been good to us. We can chill all we want.
They are our bread and butter around here. Actually, I'll have one more video coming out for them before the end of the year as well. Finally, the advanced posing video about how to do weird stuff with.
All right. And last but not least, Jabetta, what do you got going on?
Watch Trash Bin. What's up? Hey, what's... Watch Trash Bin.
Skylar took all the trash bin plugs, so like...
Yeah,
good.
Watch World
So-
Weavers.
My apologies.
and
I
that.
plugged the YouTube trash bin. You got the Twitch trash bin. You got it all.
Tuesday, Trash Bin. Thursday, Making a World. Ass Hag. Go find out what that's about.
The ass hag is amazing.
And now we've brought
God,
it into the main show.
I can't leave you
We
guys
make
alone.
art here.
I can't leave you alone for one fucking show.
Oh no, that show's pretty good, actually. I'll be honest.
It's,
You
look,
say so
it's complicated.
myself.
We don't need to discuss it in detail. It's fine. So, when last we left our chapters, I'm going to remember that it's playing now. When last we left our travelers, the various members here were all on their way, headed towards destinations. Hopefully going to converge at this battlefield where the worlds are about to converge together and stuff is about to pop off. So, let's check in with... I'm going to have to leave Lilith on the shelf for a little bit because that drastic transformation is just something... I can't pop that off the shelf just yet. That's gotta
take your time, man.
That's got to be left there. That's got to be left to simmer for a little while longer. Meanwhile, let's say, let's tune in with Penn and Gilbetta as they arrive on the scene of the battlefield with Norbog and Richard there, and some long cat, and some drow woman talking to Owen Stone.
She can do whatever she wants.
We can't hear you. Can't hear a word you're saying.
They're in the I don't like sandwiches corner, so they're not my concern.
I imagine we're rolling up, and Gilbetta's like, okay, I know who that is. I know who that is. Who is that? Is that? And she goes right for Norbog, and she says, "Spear, what arrowhead? What was this thing's name? Spear something. Arrow, I don't know."
Y'all give me so much shit about not knowing its name.
She's like, "You, sir, land now." And
Yeah, he ain't landed.
You gotta do it like this, Gilbetta.
and she says,
Go ahead.
"The general is here, and I am landing now with my steed."
Now he lands.
Okay, great. And she just kind of pats him.
A lot of work this is. That's a bunch of rock and sand. Let's go down. Please land. There's like that lag there in the middle.
That wasn't done very cheerfully.
I will cast
I was
Feather
going to say
Fall
something
on
like
myself,
Cat was
horse.
doing it.
I could go full monotone. Maybe this would work better as Cat. Could I, maybe I'll channel that cheer. Please, I need you to go down. If you don't, I'm going to frown.
I don't feel like she's landing.
No, we're not feeling the cheer.
Where's your pep?
I had pep, and it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, Pen,
No,
where's
you
your pep?
more pep.
Pep Pen.
Yeah.
I am going... How high are we up?
Oh,
And starves to death on the back of a Pegasus
Too high.
for lack of mirth.
I'm so happy, but you can't force happy. I'm gonna have a philosophical talk with this horse.
Oh, boy.
Force joy upon me, horse. Why can't you be your own joy? Why?
Starts to fall asleep as the horse begins to drift.
Oh.
Falling asleep from your discussion.
That'll do. I'll continue.
Angelbetta goes, "No, you have to do it like this," and she yells, and she says, "Cinnamon swirl, that's our girl. It's land, please."
This is Cinnamon Bun. Can't you get the name right?
He said swirl.
What? No. Why would anybody name something Cinnamon Swirl?
Okay, I know these people, but this is confusing.
Yeah, we're just sitting there watching them do this.
No, I've landed already.
I think
Yeah.
mine
Oh,
fell
Gilberto, what
asleep.
kind of sandwich do you want? Sardines? I've got other fish options as well.
That's really offensive.
How am I
To me.
supposed to know?
I'm like,
I mean, there's part of an expectation that someone who spent a lot of time near the sea would enjoy fish.
but I lived in the sea. Those are my friends.
And what do you think other fish eat?
Don't worry about it.
Ass. Anyway, I hop off.
You want our
my-
vegetarian options then? I mean, we've got a sad lettuce and mustard sandwich.
No, I'm good, thanks. Hey,
Why is the lettuce sad? How do you make lettuce sad?
Easy,
I hop off the horse.
you with the
You
with the
put
mustard,
on it.
you make a sad face on it.
Norbog, is that you?
What?
Oh, that's your name.
Yes? What?
Oh, it's been bugging me.
Oh, you don't.
Hi.
Oh, boy.
Did we know
You don't-
her?
Do I know
Yeah.
you?
Well, not this you.
Wait, that guy, and I point to Owen Stone. He said there was another one of me from another world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the one
He said
that
she had-
I know or knew.
Are you friends with her? He said she has friends.
I don't remember, honestly.
That does not seem very.
Well, friends
promising.
is a interesting word. We knew each other in the previous world. I don't know what in that world we lost touch years ago, so I don't know what she's been up to recently. You're a barbarian there.
Why? I'm a what?
Yeah, you're a barbarian.
Run out of prop sandwiches.
Why? I just hit things there? That's rather
Yeah.
uncouth.
Oh, it's okay. The other me likes to practice necromancy, and I'm not sure I fully understand his infatuation with it. But you know.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a little crazy.
I take 2 steps back away from Penn. Why are all these
Not
humans
me.
crazy? I say to Gilbetta.
I am a recovering crazy, I will have you know.
And a person
Yes,
in the
Take
as
2
you're
steps
yelling
away
about-
from Richard as well.
Sandwiches.
Well, we were becoming sandwich buddies. Oh.
Anyways, I walk towards Gilbetta because I think she's the
Yeah.
only sane person here.
Yeah, it's very I will say this, and she points at Pin, and who I assume is still in the air on the back of a sleeping Begasai.
No, I hopped off when it came down.
Oh, okay. And she's like, he's sane now. He was a little insane, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, when we got here, but he seems okay now.
You would be too if you had an elder god in your head.
I mean, it's kind of the same with me. I used to be that guy. And I just pointed Big Richard.
We're gonna lose this war. We're gonna lose this war. This is too Owen Stone collected.
Me.
Probably. I mean, my odds of survival are like nil.
Excuse me.
At least one of the three of you will probably live, and she points to all of the yous.
I point at Guy and I'm
Hey,
like,
Alan
here
is
of our
sassy,
own
and that
volition.
will survive anything.
What? You?
I'm
What
not
do you
here.
mean not
I'm
me?
still
Oh,
off
you're
at
gone.
the keep.
I point to a space that's
Yeah.
shaped like Guy and has little lines around it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
little
not.
dotted
Like the
line,
cutout
outline of
in like
D.
the Kool-Aid Man
Very
cutout.
cool,
In
D.
the...
Look, we didn't take Stone Steel. We showed up because we knew that this is where we needed to be.
Yeah,
He made
I
you a
also
deal
didn't
too.
take
Yeah,
his
and-
deal.
I'm
And
sure
Mr.
he
I
did.
don't like sandwiches also said something to me, which I don't completely understand. What do you mean by deal? Like, he just said, I hope you're the one that stays. And then that was about it.
He offered us that if we wanted to be the ones to stay, that we could, but he gave no other parameters, and I don't like feeling like a puppet, and I don't want to put that on someone else because we
Yeah.
don't know what he's going to do. There are no guarantees here, only what we know.
Yeah, but isn't there the chance that if you don't take his deal, then that just guarantees the other one will survive? Because they'll immediately force that deal upon them as opposed to the other
He
thing?
said he didn't
No,
know.
it has to be
said he
accepted
didn't
willingly.
Okay. Well, you know. What do I know? I
So-
used to be a tree.
How's Alan? Oh wait, no, I don't know that. God, I'm getting
I'm
my
fine,
knees mixed
thanks.
up. Oh,
I'm
I
surprised
don't
you
know
know
you.
Alan.
That's my purse.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I've forgotten what kind of sandwich you like, Pen. I mean, I used to know, but you're also not my Pen, so it's confusing. So what would you like? I mean, just sit down on the blanket. Everyone's sitting on the blanket, you know. Just everyone sit down.
Well, I think the
Please tell me it's the vegan option. Please, the necromancer is a vegan.
I'm sorry. I'm not that far off in that direction. I am definitely more of maybe like a turkey kind of guy, but spicy.
We have turkey. We also have, well, I mean, Richard or Alan, either one of you. And just kind of snaps the fingers, and Big Richard just hands down a small load of hot chili peppers.
Gilbetta leans
And they're
into
just quickly
Norbog and she
sliced and just
Gilbetta
put on
leans
the
into
sandwich. Here you go.
Norbog and she says, Is he doing a bit? What's happening?
I don't know. He's just been talking about sandwiches this entire time.
That's
this
not true.
really
I
the
also
best?
talked about the bar a bit.
Is this really the best that Owen Stone could find?
No, I am definitely not the best. Oh God, no. Please let there be better than me.
I'm pretty great. I'm a cleric.
He's clearly
now,
the
apparently.
caterer. He was clearly brought here to cater the event. So
No, I kind of
like-
just showed up on my own.
Oh,
You see,
I'm
there's
seeing
a
through
psychic
my
connection
satchel.
me and Alan share with this tree thing that's walking around. It seems to be made of part metal, tree, and flesh, and it's a really confusing thing. It dissected a town, so, you know, we're there, and
What?
I
Yeah,
want to
no,
dig
like
through my
what?
satchel because I'm panicking. that this is who we have to fight, and I would like to call a friend.
Okay.
To add some chaos to this. So, can you all excuse me for a second, because I need to do something, please. And
Norbach chooses the phone a friend option.
Yeah.
Is this the kind of phone call that needs whiskey?
No,
is this a whiskey phone call or a standard phone call?
Thank you.
Cool.
I'm good. I
please
stand up
Norbach,
and I pull out.
Do what you need to do.
Thanks. Yeah, I take a good 10 yards away from whatever is going on with this picnic, because I'm panicking that we're gonna lose because I don't have faith in anyone here. And I pull out the canister that Vakella Enna gave me that contains his breath, and I pop the cap on it to call Vakella Enna, and I'm hoping he's gonna come show up and help us fight. Help me fight, really.
And lightning streaks into the sky. As the thunder
Gilbetta assumes for a second that she accidentally did a thing. And so she kind of looks at, she's like, I don't think I did that. Did I do that?
It's fine. It was me. I'm calling a friend. It'll be fine. It's okay.
Somewhere miles away, Darius is like,
yeah.
Alan, can you hand me the bag of stuff? I just want to make sure that wasn't one of ours.
I don't think so.
I know. But you know, better safe than sorry.
I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I don't know. We'll see if he shows up, I guess.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, and I'll wander back to the sandwich craziness.
So, yeah, we got, when everyone gets here...
craziness, an army moves on its stomach!
I do want to say, after that happens, before she gets back, I am saying to Gilbetta, we were friends with her because she's rude. And honestly, she doesn't like us because we're humans, and that's a whole other
Well,
thing.
I'm not a human, first of all.
I'm talking about him. No, she clearly is comfortable with Gilbetta because she walked away from both of us and stood next to her.
Pin, you realize she's a bugbear, right? She's probably been treated like shit by humans her entire life.
We are with Ogbog, who is also here. And he's been fine from all that. I've only met him. He's one of the only bugbears I've ever met or experienced, so I have he's my scope of reference. Also, fuzzy, brain, can't remember. I don't remember her, at all. I remember someone like her, and I remember, knowing of her, but I don't remember any of that. Because I only remember how I felt, and it was scared and worried about you, primarily, and I pointed to that.
I remember.
No one's ever worried about little old Richard.
But like I said, it's been a long time. So, I mean, I don't, and it was the other her, even. It wasn't even this her, it was another her.
Was she family?
It was, what was, I don't remember. It's in my notes, but it's buried deep in pages and pages of this.
The connection was not,
it was
what you have in the other world right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was this is somebody who lived at the keep.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we, So, it was not shocked that you maybe don't remember her. Too much.
Well,
you
guys. Oh, what?
I was just gonna ask: is Faye Richard look the same? Is he the same as the last time I saw him?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, he's still a big tree.
There's less blood.
Okay, all right.
On him, there's still some blood. But it's not nearly as smeared.
Okay. Cool.
There's an antler sticking out.
And Gilbetta just says, well, we'll wait till everyone gets here, but We do have some things to discuss when hopefully Guy and Lilith arrive soon. So.
And speaking of,
but
Guy
until
and
then, I'm
Lilith,
gonna go over there.
And there she goes, joining the sandwich haters.
Meanwhile, back with Guy.
Oh yeah.
As Guy heads towards the academy.
Drinking and flying. I don't recommend it, but it's in character
Songa,
required.
please. Songa, we're so
Me
close.
and Windsong just
We
getting
don't need to do this.
hammered as we're flying towards
So
Guy.
loud. Come here. Okay, so Guy, you make it to the academy.
Yes. Just before we get there, I look down at Windsong and give him another drink, and I have another drink. As hey, buzz the tower. And we're gonna go by like 3 stories
I'll
up
buzz the
at
tower.
Eldritch Tower. Yeah.
All right.
And then just as we go past the windows, I jump off. Like he's going full speed past the windows, I jump off. And then just before I hit the ground, I look over and I cast Thunderstep after I'm 10 feet away from him, so it doesn't hurt him.
All right.
And I am standing on the door of the crab shack.
Nice.
And then I
And
stumble
as you're
because
standing
I'm
there,
hammered.
you go into the crab shack to see Angelo inside
Hey, mon ami.
with Gearstrip and Harvey.
You know me. I've missed you so much. And I like look to Harvey and look to you. And now I'm stuck in between, and I want to go, but I want to stay, and it's a nightmare.
Harvey is being
Okay,
well
I
attended
see. And I go over and stand by Harvey so that you can come in one spot and get both of them. And I look over, like kind of over your shoulder, assuming you're coming towards the two of us at Gearstrip, and say, well, there's 2 out of 3 here. I'm happy to see, eh? Hey, boom, boom. Back up, eh?
Boom, boom?
Yes, of course.
He thinks the answer to this whole thing is a bomb that blows up half the planet. He's fucking nuts, eh? Oh, I'm sorry. There's a child present. He's crazy as... I'm no good at not swearing. He's crazy, just nuts crazy, eh?
I'm so glad that you're here then, because I was about to make a terrible mistake. Glare at Gearstrip.
No. Don't trust him worth a shit. He don't got no morals at all, eh? He's worse than me.
What? I can't believe I've been brought upon such a terrible assault upon my character.
Which part of it's a
Reaches
lie?
for sword.
Easy now, easy
Which
now.
part of you wanted to build a huge bomb is a lie, eh?
Well, I certainly don't know what you're talking about. Perhaps you're referring to some kind of interdimensional counterpart.
Well, while you try and talk yourself out of shit, Angelo, I got like 48 people I want you to meet here, eh? Bring the kid, eh? What's his name anyway? Smell like pickles.
This is Harvey. And yeah, he really needs a bath. Harvey, this is Guy.
I
We
really
trust
so
you.
much. You mean to tell me nobody did this the whole time and I cast prestidigitation about 10 times on poor little Harvey until he doesn't stink like pickle juice anymore?
And Harvey
Oh, so
is
nice.
taken care of.
Okay. Hey, Harvey, you want to meet the people that really run this whole place, eh?
Oh, I guess. Okay.
It's okay, you can do it now. You don't stink like pickles no more, eh? They won't call you pickle boy, eh?
Yeah, that's good. I'm just a little bit tired.
Oh, for sure. You know what? You sleep later, eh? Right now, I want to show you something amazing.
Guy, because you said you know 40-something people, is there someone, because I trust you more than Gearstrip, can you tell me if there's somebody who can take care of Harvey? Like, adopt him
Oh,
or something?
Nobody told you already? He's in the safest place in the whole world, eh?
The
He's in,
Jack of
he's
crabs.
in a place. He's in a place that people will die to defend. Eh? That's the safest place you can be in a world like this. Eh?
Okay, but not alone. There's got to be someone.
If he's the one, if it's the same as in my world, eh? I have to ask: are Melissa and William here? Do I what I know?
Yes, they
Melissa and William. Okay. In that case,
they are both here, and you know who they are.
You have to meet the elf, eh? Although the young man here, he might become a bit of an alcoholic, but never mind. I have 2 Cambion you need to meet. Hey, Melissa! Hey, William! Hey, get in here, eh? Don't put the human form shit on, eh?
Oh, all right. And they step in their Cambion forms.
What is a Cambion form? I'm a noob.
It is a
Like
half
a
devil
demon sort of looking thing, yeah. Don't worry,
red
they make
skin,
drink, eh?
wings, tails.
Yeah, I'm making some assumptions.
Oh, you see, that's your first mistake, eh? That one make the best liquor in 400 kilometers in any direction, eh? And the other one, he's so good with a dagger, you should see him, eh? No, they're on our side,
Daggers
it's okay.
and alcohol aren't safety.
Well, for you and me, but they are Cambion, eh? It's like normal for them, eh?
This is a
You got to let
human.
everybody be who they be, eh? Oh shit, I just taught myself a lesson right there. Anyway, we're talking to you, eh?
I'm
We'll ask you
Melissa.
both. You
I'm
want to meet the
Asriel.
people that really run this place? I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
interrupted.
but I have a goal, B. One goal at a time. I'm Melissa. I'm Angelo.
I missed that last bit, sorry.
Melissa.
Oh. Hello, I'm Melissa. I bartend here, and I'm a brewmaster, and this is my brother William.
Hello, William. Do you two have it in your capability at this present time to take care of this child?
Yeah, we can look after him. William's been dying to have somebody his age around here to play with.
I look to Harvey, and then I get down on one knee, and I look him in the eye, and I say, I have to take care of some things, and I really do think that this is the safest place for you. I don't know these people, but you're much safer with them than you would be with me.
And hearing you say that, Melissa says, "Don't worry, I'll protect him like you as my own little brother."
I look up to Melissa and I mouth the words thank you, and I look to Harvey to make sure he's okay.
He seems all right, but very tired.
I scruff his hair and I stand up and I tell Melissa that he'll need to sleep soon. And I take a deep breath and I turn to Guy. Okay, I'm yours now. And I glare again at Gearstrip as I walk away.
Remember, I still asked you to look after my assistant.
Hand on sword.
Pretty please, he needs your protection.
Have you heard of someone called Darius?
That little fuckstick? Yeah, I heard of him. Heard of him. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I got a shit list about 14 pages long. He's halfway down the first page, eh?
Gearstrip, I don't think our deal's gonna fly, bro.
No, it's a different Darius, I swear. He's trying to aid in the coming battle.
Sorry, man. I follow Guy more than you. You're gonna have to convince him.
I can't speak.
Guy, you must understand, this has to be a different Darius. Which Darius are
I'm
you
sure it is,
referring
but
to?
I don't know nothing about the one here, eh? I only know the one where I'm from, eh? Used to hang around the bar I used to hang out with. You know, get in conversations he's not invited into. You know, he's one of those guys, eh?
There is one here preparing for the oncoming battle. He's building weapons for us.
Bombs?
No, no bombs. Certainly the two of you could assist
Well, I
him.
will have in a minute.
At least hear him out. You'll see that he is not the same Darius.
Well, how about you meet us for dinner at the Crab Shack, eh? I got some shit to do.
Oh, well, he's actually out at the cart. I left him behind. He's on his way to the battlefield.
Oh, we are going there too right after this, so we see him there, eh?
Very well. Just please look after him. He is a good boy.
Okay, for sure. We try not to let anyone die, eh?
All right. Thank you so much.
I
And
learned
leave
that
you
from
to
a
it.
necromancer / cleric / warlock I used to know.
As I go to Guy, I'm like, something tells me I'm not getting a cool mechanical snake no more.
Oh, he made you that promise, eh? Yeah, you don't want the snake he offers you, eh?
I took that the wrong way. I'm tired. All right, yeah, let's go.
I might have said it the wrong way. I don't mean nothing. Well, yeah. Okay, let's go. I show you the people here I'm talking about, eh? And I will take them around the whole keep to find all 48 of the kobolds and the orcs and the goblins that I gave those little pieces of paper to. And I explained to all of them that the fight's not here. They don't need them to protect themselves anymore. I'm going to take them to somebody who does. Gather them all up, tie them with one little ribbon, and then I take my dagger and just slit along the top so they'll be easier to rip. I put them in my pocket.
Okay.
I look at Angelo. When you see me take this out of my pocket, don't look. It's going to get really, really bright, eh?
Okay. Did you just tie up little people?
No. Each one of those is a tiny bomb, and when you put 48 tiny bomb together and set them all off at once,
it's pieces of paper.
going to be a light show like the world never seen, eh?
You were just getting mad at someone else for making a bomb, and now you're making tiny bombs?
I am mad because of the way he wants to use it, eh? That bomb he got, it kills everything and everyone and everything in the whole place, eh? This, and I pull it out of my pocket.
Bomb doesn't kill anyone?
This only kills the ones who are evil, eh? This only kills the ones that try to harm us. If they have no ill will towards us and they do not wish us any harm, this hurts none of them, eh?
It knows?
No, say.
Cool.
Are you glad you trust me now, eh?
To be honest, I don't. If it weren't for everything that you've done for me, I would be a lot more skeptical.
That is fair and realistic. Don't trust me ever, eh? I know the secret, eh? I know the secret. I know why that asshole come to us, eh? To make that offer,
Why?
eh? Because we are the weak ones, eh? We are the ones he can beat. We are the ones he can control. He don't want us to survive because we're the better ones. He wants us to survive because he can win against us. He already did once, eh?
Why do you think we're weak? We've come this far.
I'm not letting what happened to my world happen any other place, eh? And I don't care if it's him that's doing it, these big purple fucking metal worms that's doing it, I don't care, eh?
Mm-hmm.
The other me is the better me, eh? Saw him through a mirror.
I'm not sure of that. I don't know if there could be better.
I make one huge mistake in my whole life and I never face up to it, eh? He, in one day, faces up to it in my world, eh? He stopped a war, eh?
You might have stopped the war too.
Not yet, but I'm fucking going to. And I pull out that package of paper again and then put it away again.
Then you're not worse.
Maybe not worse, definitely not better, right? Let's go. They wait for us at the battle. Hey, you ever ride what you call pegacorn, eh?
No.
I have a name.
Windsong and fly back. Yeah.
It's Windsong. It's majestic. I have a majestic name. Hi, I'm Windsong.
As long as you're drinking my alcohol or whatever the fuck I want, they have a drink. Let's go.
I've now met a wicker horse and a pegacorn in like 24 hours. This is something. My regular horse over here, he's looking shabby.
That's okay. They do upgrade here, right?
Don't hold it against him. I used to be a guy. Come on, let's go.
All right.
And Windsong happily ferries you guys away as the rest of the academy prepares for battle and gets ready to head to the destination. Along the way, you do come across a slow-moving, crazy mechanical cart. Angelo, you recognize it. So it's your decision. Do they stop?
Yeah. Gee, that's
right.
Darius down there. Let's look at how different he is.
Damn it.
Have I ever told you how you deal with someone you don't trust, eh?
You ask them lots of questions before you end their life.
That's pretty close, eh? But above all, you keep them in front of you where you can see what they're doing, eh?
Okay. But aren't you a little bit curious if this guy is different?
Let's note, you definitely can't see what he's doing. There's a lot of activity going on. You can't tell what it is, and he is not going to notice you unless you stop.
No.
All right.
You know, regular me would have just lit the whole thing on fire and then dig through the remains to see if there's anything I like. But again, you met Penn, eh? He has kind of a softening influence on me sometimes. So let's go talk to him for a minute first, eh?
Yeah, we land. And we get Darius's attention with... I'm going to try play Dungeons and Dragons, as you say. I'm going to attempt to throw something at him. I have another pebble. This time it's blue. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to try and hit him right on his head.
Okay.
Press the button.
Time and space erupt.
All right.
Oh, great.
Okay. Let's see a roll. Let's see an attack roll. just a ranged attack with your pebble.
Oh, my didn't work. You want a ranged attack?
I didn't. Yeah, yes,
It
please.
didn't come through.
I didn't.
Okay.
Nothing came through.
Okay. How do I?
Just do throw a dagger. It'll do the same thing.
Yeah, that'll work.
Just the damage won't be the same. It gives you the same modifier.
I don't have that.
Okay.
Well, so what's your
Just roll a dexterity. Just roll a straight dexterity check for me.
That one go through?
No, but you can just tell us what it is.
Oh. Yeah, you can just tell us what it is.
Sorry.
I was a 10.
It was a 10? Okay. So you throw it, and the blue one, the blue pebble that you have, goes into there and bursts in a kaleidoscope of multidimensional energy. These are extra things that were left behind because of the thing that happened with Guy. And so it causes a substantial disruption to Darius's work area. And you definitely notice that. Yeah.
Ah!
So a bunch of things like shift and change.
What's happening?
There's a
It's happening.
toaster on the
It's too
counter
late.
now.
Cart! I think you need to go faster! I don't know how to work this thing!
And eventually you see that Angelo is standing outside with Guy.
Angela! I don't know what's going on. I think the worlds are breaking up early. We're not there with the cart yet. Can you hand me that wrench?
I pick up the wrench and head to the wrench.
Thank you. Who's your...
Darius. Darius, calm down. Look at me. Look at me in the eye. Stop everything. You're okay. I thought I had a cool pebble. Turns out it does a blast thing. It was in the cart. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't hit your head with it.
Me too. I think perhaps my head may have ended up in a different dimension. Yeah, those pebbles, if you have any more of those, I would be careful with them. The one you gave to me seems to have the properties to disrupt time, and that one seems to have had multi-dimensional space. So perhaps don't throw them until you've done further investigation. Are you okay?
My
kind of like...
investigation will tell me nothing, but I am amazed. I'm actually also curious. Huck, how many of these pebbles do you think I have?
I don't know. I'll probably give you an inventory of those in time for tomorrow. In the meantime,
You gotta find a glove, and you gotta
So-
install them into a glove. And
But no, kind of like eye glancing towards Guy, like,
What? Does he have something on his face?
I think he's from another dimension.
Probably. Aren't we all?
Are you? I'm from here.
Oh. Well, I've heard that you're different elsewhere.
Oh, yes, there was another me. He seems to have been going through quite a bit. I believe he's sublimating his feelings of grief into a logical fallacy under the impression that despotic leadership will somehow bring about peace. It's not terribly uncommon from what I've read, but clearly beyond saving. My understanding is that he has taken up league with the Phyrexians, or perhaps has some sort of control over them, which is quite disconcerting because, well, he seems to be smarter than me. Or at least have better...
As Darius is talking, Angelo over top of his shoulder to Guy is going to repeat keywords that he thinks are important. Grief, logical fallacy, league with the Phyrexians, just kind of passing them on, even though he can probably hear everything that's being said.
Guy, are you here to, well, which one are you? Because you look slightly different than the one I am familiar with.
I'm the one who killed his dad. Eh?
Okay, yeah, he's definitely from the other world. Why are you here?
You ever have one of those dreams where you talk to yourself in your dream, eh?
I mean, I had a real-world experience where I talked to a version of myself that was a couple years older and had different experiences.
Of course, I am talking to someone who is also of the world. Eh? I have the other me, the one who dressed like a peacock. Eh? He gave me shit through a mirror. Eh? He was a better person than me in one day than I was in all 2 years. Eh? So at that point, I don't give a flying fuck about anybody else. I got to make him happy. Eh? But since then, it becomes more. Eh?
All right.
I make him happy, and I point at Angelo.
Hey,
Make some other people happy.
The other one of him wasn't particularly known for being a great person. But if he's the better.
Oh no, I was a dick, eh? I start a civil war, eh?
All right. This is all very confusing. Social complexities aren't quite my strong suit. Who are you here to kill?
I am here to kill those Phyrexians, eh? I am going to do what I should have done in the other world and just stand up and do my job, eh?
Okay, fantastic. In that case, the gear strip send you with the box.
Gear strip don't send me with nothing, eh? He and we don't see
I
eye to
forgot
eye,
the
and I don't
box.
mean because he's short.
Meanwhile, back at the academy.
All right. Well, in either case,
It's okay, we stay with the cart. You take Winsome and go get this box you need for plot, eh?
well, I need to finish fixing this. It's fine. I'm sure he'll send the box. This is the more important end, anyways. Let me show you how this operates. And I'll kind of like drag him onto the cart because I gotta finish this thing up.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
I'll start. Yeah. pointing
You
to,
show
like,
Angelo here. I'm going to sit on the roof for a little bit and sort of catch my breath, eh?
Okay. Do you have any weapons that you need modified? There may be time.
Modified?
Yeah. So we can best destroy the Phyrexians by destroying either the mechanical or the undead part. So effective types of energy would be lightning, thunder. Oh, extreme cold. Has to be very, very cold. Or holy radiance that can generally destroy undead. So if you have any of those would be fantastic. If you have anything that doesn't have those, I can try to imbue them with the...
I'm literally designed to kill these things, I'm realizing. Jesus Christ. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, that wasn't
I have-
intentional. It just kind of worked out that way.
I have access to a spell called Lightning Lure.
But even like your mundane weapons, like your sword... Ooh, wait, hold on. What is on your sword?
Duh, my sword is not mundane, and you may
No, I
not
can see
touch
that.
it.
No problem.
So,
If it can expel any of those types of energies, that would be fantastic. If it cannot, may be able to enhance it. But we have to finish this first. And I start going through like way too much jargon, too much technical explanation. What you do get out of it is that there is an on button, and you know where that is.
the start
That's all
button.
you need. Yep.
If you need to
I do
get
not
this
even know
thing
how
going,
internal
you push
combustion
the
engine works to
start
drive a
button.
car.
All
Actually,
the other
no,
stuff
it's a
about
start
calibrating
lever.
and aiming and all that sort
It
of
has
stuff.
to be a start lever.
Oh, it is. Sure, it's a lever.
Yeah.
But it's way too technical, and he's not good at explaining things.
All right.
Non-technical people. So if you
I'm
If you wanna
spending
stop
this
or-
time sitting on the roof.
maybe do an intelligence check or something, or stop him.
I
and
mean, we
ask-
could do that. Angela, do you have any questions, or are you going to just absorb it?
Well, it's not absorbed. It's bouncing a
Okay.
lot of it.
You're just
You're
just gonna
Angelo, for sure.
Yeah, I think
Yes, it is.
I think the only question is what specifically happens when I pull that lever.
Well, if you haven't targeted and calibrated it, then there will just be sort of a general, quite violent lightning storm in the area. And it should hit most. But you got all of the spot about the targeting and calibrating, right? So that you can hit just the.
If I were to target and calibrate it, then what happens when I
It just
pull the
kind of
lever?
goes everywhere.
If I do target,
Oh no! If you do target it, well, then you can hit, specific spots on the battlefield. Say, aiming for large Phyrexian creatures or groups of Phyrexian creatures. If you don't, you might want to somehow transport it to the middle of the group of Phyrexian creatures because it's going to get messy.
I see. And you really probably would be the only person who would know how to do the targeting and the calibrating.
Me and now you, because I've explained it.
Right, yeah, totally me. I didn't get what you said at all, really. It's gonna take longer than one conversation. You'll probably need to show me and I'll need to practice.
Maybe you could stick with the sword thing.
The sword thing.
Yeah, do your thing with the sword, whatever it is that you do. I don't know if you're a big two-handed swinger type or like a little a poking type, but you seem like you can.
And what if you die?
Huh?
What if you die?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna die.
So what if?
I would say press the button and try to throw it real hard into the middle of a group of the enemy. Guy, do you have any sort of dimension door or anything that can transport stuff?
I do have dimension.
Not without putting me there with it.
Maybe you could go and
So no.
pop out. Or
Angelo
drop it from
Angelo has dimension door.
Oh yeah, I started ignoring Guy as soon as Angelo's.
Oh,
yeah.
You could perhaps throw it or drag it through a dimension door into the middle of Phyrexians, perhaps high up, and then drop it. Actually, I wonder if I can put. All right, wait. I have an idea. Back up, and I just ignoring it back to the machine, and I start rigging up a daisy cutter trigger, so that if somebody has to,
I was just gonna say you.
Worst case scenario, somebody lifts the thing up high and drops it, it'll explode at it'll go off at ground level, lightning everything.
All right. So while Darius works on that, Guy, you want to do something on the top?
Yeah. All I guess I need to know is how long does it take us to get to the battleground?
Not
Just
long.
the whole
You're
time I'm up
almost
there making more of these pieces of paper.
Okay. Well, we'll say that you make a whole bunch more of those pieces of paper. And as you're making those pieces of paper and Darius and Angelo are working in the cart down below, the earth shakes again. And the night sky is lit as a pillar of hellish flames erupts in the distance. Those of you who are already at the picnic, the ground splits and the earth shakes. And Owen Stone adjusts his glasses and said, "This is an unforeseen development." And the flames erupt in a column of hellfire. And Lilith Singer with a crown of flames, slowly walks out of the pillar, transformed into an avatar of the Devil King.
Holy shit. I was
And
with you like an
that's what
hour
it is.
ago.
I don't have enough sandwiches for that.
I'm gonna have to fight Lilith now.
And that's where we're going to end today. Tune in tomorrow to see what happens with part 2 of our crossover. This is what happens when you absorb crystals from the Devil King. I'm sorry, I know we didn't get to spend a ton of time with all of our players today. Had to arrange them in the proper location. Then we're going to get a lot more time with everybody tomorrow.
Big Richard, time to pack up.
Yeah, yes.
There's just burnt sandwiches everywhere. It's a grilled cheese now.
Sandwiches rain down.
I was
ruined it
hoping
for
for
me.
the chance to get there just in time for there to be no sandwiches left, but you know.
I mean,
You will.
That's
So
true
thank
now.
you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my players. Thank you to the audience for checking us out today. Incredible. We were like hanging out around 40 plus all day today. Thank you so much, viewers. You guys really came out tonight, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much to our sponsors at Hero Forge for supporting the show and keeping us going. And thank you to everybody that makes this show happen. Thank you to our producer, John, Darius, Lenny, Large, Marty, whatever you want to call them. Hey,
Great work tonight.
I'm just a guy who talks, and that's what I do. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for part 2 of this crossover, and we'll see you guys all there. Until next time, council dismissed.
Enough's been said, now they're on tour, the Grateful Daughter undead. Wing Wong Wombi, it's a skeleton and zombie, ghoul and the ghast and a vampire song. Wing Wong Wombi, it's a skeleton and zombie, and the ghoul and the ghast and the vampire song.